Howdy, y'all. My name is Press. I'm coming at you with some more Be Happy. What's up, y'all? Look, check out the turbine. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. It's going super fast. Let's go inside and let's look at the speed on it. Also, look how pretty our beehive looks. Oh, yeah. They got the honey problem sorted. It's no longer leaking all over the place. Let's look at a couple of things, and then we'll talk about what we're doing for today. So this sucker seems to be getting up to around 900 RPMs constantly, and then once it gets up a little bit too high, it comes back down. So it has been actively working nonstop for the past little while that I've been playing, and hasn't been showing any issues. Yellorium production has been keeping pace pretty well. Not like... I'm probably going to run out sometime soon. I need to get a few more Yellorium bees, but I bet you if I increase my Yellorium production by, I don't know, 25 to 40%, then we'd be able to keep this thing running nonstop without ever running out of Yellorium. Ooh, I should probably... I think it's actually working now. Yeah, let me actually check really quickly. Cyanite. Yeah, this 80 cyanite, that all came out of here. So that's cool. Earlier it wasn't working, the auto exporting, but it appears to be now. So I'm glad that that's working. So that saves me a little bit of a headache. I think I might be able to actually convert that into plutonium and also use it in the reactor, just like you use the Yellorium. In which case, that might create us an infinite loop as well of power, which I don't fully understand. Let's look it up right now. Let's do some learning, y'all. It's some exploration and exploitation of our resources. Uses for plutonium. You can grind it down. You can use it to build some things, obviously. Sag mill. Oh, no, looks like that's it. Okay, so then what about Yellorium? Does it show me that that goes into reactors, or is that just something that it'll never show me? Nope, looks like it doesn't show it in there either. So I'll just have to try it out at some point with the plutonium rather than Yellorium and see if that works. Because if it does create an infinite loop like that, I could honestly just set up a cyanite reprocessor that takes all of the excess cyanite from here, goes straight into the cyanite reprocessor, pops out as plutonium, which also gets sent into here, and then it just keeps shifting back and forth between Yellorium and plutonium. Could entirely be possible. So that's one thing. Here's another thing. I built a floor, and I built something super cute that I want y'all to see. I'm not going to look at it right now. All right? I think it's a super cute thing, and so I want you guys to see it the proper way. Look at it. It's a little bee. I made a little bee. Isn't that cute? I don't know. For some reason, I was just like, I want to put like a cute little design in here, and I thought like that's kind of like a super simple pixel bee. You can see he's got two little eyes there. He's got a little stinger at the back, and he's got his little stripes, his tiny little head. I think it's pretty great. I also built this floor here, and I really like. Here, let's go up a little bit. Let's hover a little bit. I really like the way that turned out with the different colors kind of mixed throughout there. I may even extend that across the floor below here. But I did what I said I was going to do. I created a sort of half circle shape and filled that with all these different pieces. And below it is where we're going to start the super Ultra Hive stuff. I also have this, again, a little bit of a B shape. Not super B shape, but a little bit of a B shape in here. And I widened this. I realized this was off center. And so that's why I was so confused about some of my alignments earlier. This was too wide, and when I came in here and I was doing all my setting these up, I was like, why does everything keep getting off center? Why does everything keep getting off center? And I realized that this right here is the center line, but I had this being a 2x2, so I was treating it that this was the center between these two squares, but it's actually an odd number, so this is the center line. So once I figured that out, everything actually has started to come together pretty well. I went ahead and punched a hole over there, where that's going to be one of our doors, and then we're going to put another door up there, punch a hole there, and so we'll have this nice little spiral something. I don't know what I will use for the spiral. I might try and get honey to have like a channel that goes and wraps around it. But basically what I want is a very low slope spiral that comes up around like this, and then it reaches up to the top by the time it gets to here. And then from here, we'll do the same thing, and so it'll go slowly up the side a little bit until it reaches right here. And then we'll do the same thing. We'll have it slowly go up the side and whatnot until it reaches right there, where our next door will be, right here. So that is the current goal there. Now, with the first of these floors actually put into place, we can today, if we want to, if I feel like it, go ahead and start bringing in some of the bee-related stuff, the hives, and bring them in here. And what I'm thinking we'll do is we will take, we'll have them kind of hang from the ceiling, like I had said before. So we'll go to a center block here. That'll be the point where the pipes are moving around, right? The pipes will protrude through this point here, okay? Around that will be 4 rows, or columns, rather, of industrial apiaries with the bees in them. Around that will be a mismatch of the stuff that they produce. So, like, let's say if it's a Yellorium bee, I'd like some Yellorium blocks kind of hanging out there. I know it's going to be a waste of resources, but it'd be kind of cool. But even if I don't have it hanging too much, like I might have just a handful of blocks, you know, there just to show that that's what it is. On the top of it, we're going to have this kind of be like a machinery floor. And what I mean by having it be a machinery floor is, I mean, it's going to be all the centrifuges and all that kind of stuff, the squeezers and whatnot, the processing components of what is below. And some of the hives that we put into here, we may actually have them explode onto the surface a little bit, protrude out, and even like go up a couple of levels, right? I might have this comb, let's say this has something like cyanite that I want more of. Maybe I'll bring this up a couple levels. So this might be kind of like a mismatched looking comb thing. Like, you know how like this area right here is sticking up a little bit? I might have a couple of those pieces around where like maybe this whole chunk over here sticks up like a couple extra high, and maybe this chunk over here does as well, right? So we have a little bit of variation in height on each of these floors. And then eventually I will have another floor here that should look relatively similar to that. And then over here, we will have kind of a super floor slash ceiling area that covers a large portion of this. And that's where like our biggest hives will hang down from. But we have way more space in here than I think I should ever need, which is great because it gives us a lot of space for expansion. I might do a lot of work with this. Once I have it fully built, I might do a lot of work with this off camera just to have it like get ready. But I'd like to show you guys the process and whatnot for what we're going to be doing. And so then this platform will be where we'll have the spiral staircase slash elevators slash whatever it is that we use to get up and down. Y'all gave me a bunch of really cool ideas in the comments about things that we could do here. So we're going to play around with those ideas a little bit in the future. Now, this is not the only thing I wanted to focus on today. I just wanted to show you guys the progress that I've made. Again, I'm really happy with how this turned out. After what it looked like last time, I think I'm really confident with this shape and the colorations and whatnot there. Like I said, I may actually spread that type of patterning across the whole floor and across all of them because I just think it's a really cool way of dealing with that space. So I can go ahead if I want to start taking all these guys apart and put them in there. But I'm not going to do that right now. We're going to work on some quests, all right? We're going to work on getting a little bit more done. And if we have the time, we may actually put together that Tinker's Construct. What do you call it? The Tinker's Construct furnace smeltery, the smeltery, and use that to make us some Manulin armor. And then maybe just maybe, we'll go fight some monsters. Yeah. Because I know we haven't really done that too much in here, and I think it could be a lot of fun. And, don't have to let Porktonius have all the monster killing fun. Sometimes we can do it ourselves. Now, I got the Terry Queen all set up and good to go. It has been producing for us. And so if I go in here and I look for tar combs, we've got more than a stack. They produce a ton of these. So when it comes to getting creosote oil, we should really not have a lot of problems producing creosote. I went ahead and set up this thing over here. Oh, and I just realized this guy's not powered. Let's get some resin. Oh, ooh, a little bit of a frame drop there. All right, now you should be powered. Cool. Let's go ahead and throw some tar combs in there. I was going to initially have this to auto feed into the squeezer, and then I realized that multiple things would be being fed into the squeezer, and that's not great. I've also already got a couple of creosote propolis on me, so let's go ahead and squeeze that. Let's see how much we get. I believe you get quite a bit. Let's see. 500 per. That's huge. 500 per. That's half a bucket per one propolis. And they produce propolis at a 70% rate. That's amazing. All right, let's go to bed real fast because I could see that it was getting nighttime outside. And while our nuclear reactor does actually keep us running really well through the evening, I would still prefer to let our solar panels do most of the heavy lifting just in case we run a little low. All right, let's go back up here to liquid land. All right, we got 1,500 and we're already getting a little bit more of these propolis. And so I want to get a little bit of this going because, as y'all know, we do need to turn in some propolis for one of these quests. Or not some propolis, some creosote. So let us look at that quest now. Machinery. This guy, creosote oil. I need 1 creosote oil bucket. Guess what? I have enough stuff for that right now. Do I have a bucket in here? Oh, it's full of destabilized redstone. Well then, let's go make a bucket. Dude. Nope, come on. Dude. All right. Whee. Give me some iron. Actually, do we have a recipe for buckets? I feel like we probably do, don't we? We just still never made one. That's so silly. I'm so silly not doing that. That's fine, though. Okay, grab a bucket. Let's go flying. Grab a little bit of this. Perfect. Let's do our quest. Claim reward. All right, we've now got blast furnace bricks and reinforced tracks that we will be using for this first train thing. So I need to build a steam locomotive. I need to build a minecart and a chest cart. How do I build a steam locomotive? 4 high-pressure boilers, 2 solid-fueled boiler boxes, 2 minecarts, and iron bars. What's a high-pressure plate? Steel plates, steel ingots. Where do I get steel? Do I have steel? Molten steel. How do I get molten steel? I can melt down steel. I don't think I have steel, do I? I guess you get it from a blast furnace, maybe? All right, so that's molten steel, uses for molten steel. Let us look up steel, because it might be that, yeah, we're going to have to produce it in a blast furnace unless you can get it from a bee, but it seems to me like this is one of those ones where we don't actually have a bee that will produce these for us. Tinkers and railcraft. So I think it's either. So let's look at these kinds. Steel ingots. Okay, it's just from steel nuggets. That's it. Recursive loop. Oh, okay. Iron ingots and pulverized coal. Aha! Now, here's something interesting. These bees that we're currently working with, one of the side products of their, maybe it's not these combs. They produce another comb, is these coal grains. If you put 4 of these coal grains together, you get... let's go ahead and just put these things away right now because I know I'll forget. Let's put the creosote away as well. Coal. All right, I don't have a lot of pulverized coal. So let's go grab those other combs. It's not tar combs. It's... I know what they look like. Let's scroll down because we shouldn't have a lot. It's not soul combs. It's comb. It is the fossilized comb. I believe it's the fossilized comb. So let's go throw a stack of these in here. And honestly, we'll also throw the rest of the tar combs in there as well. Just get them going so that we can get that stuff running. And oh my goodness, I need to take all this stuff out of here and put this in. Oh my gosh. So this thing has been backed up for a while. Crap. Let's put all this stuff away. I forgot that I put so many of those in there just to get them done. I was actually planning on just hooking this thing up and pumping it all straight into the... oh, what am I doing? Putting them right back in where they came from. You can see that there's tons of them just waiting to get processed. Oh, no. Oh, no, oh, no, oh, no. Well, that's fine. That's fine. As long as... are these the fossilized? Those are the fossilized. Okay, so right now it's just pumping the rest of this stuff out. That's fine. Easier way to do this. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna do it. It might mess with my inventory system if I don't have enough drawers for it, but we'll see. We are going to set you to item drawers. Check. And you are going to be set to send, item mode, send only. And we're gonna do this. All right? Everything that's in here is going to slowly get processed out into our item system. Now let's go for upgrades. I have a bunch of them in there. Man, I had a bunch of those left over. Awesome. All right, that worked a little bit faster. There we go. Okay, so now everything that goes through there should immediately get pumped into our system. Man, I'm glad that I made like a ridiculous amount of those upgrades early on. It's been really helpful. Okay. All right, and let's fly. Okay, so while I wait on those, let's look at some more quests, because there are a few more that we can actually focus on. So, for the breeding, this is one that we've been just waiting for stuff to build up, right? Well, I think we're finally at that point. Wheaten combs, got several of these. That's probably more than I need. Let's just see real fast, because we were almost done with that one. Manual submit, yeah, we're good. Claim reward, we'll grab more of these energy cells. We need milky combs, we need 1024, and pollen clusters, we need 500 of those. So let's see how many of those we have. Pollen, we only need 500, and we've got a little bit more than that, so let's grab something like that. Doot, doot, doot. And boop, and boop, and boop, and boop. Come on, and boop. Okay. And then finally, we just need to grab the milky combs. And we needed 1,000 of these, and we've got plenty to spare. So let's go ahead and grab that many. We're going to have to pop back in real quick because I don't have enough space in my inventory. And nope, milky. Do. Oops. Go back. And doot, and doot, and manual submit, and grab you, and done. Now we have finished for the breeding. So, what do we have left? I mean, let's look at this. We got to kill a wither, all right? We're waiting on that one. We need to build a couple of train components, which we're probably going to focus a little bit on today because it seems to be something that we can work on today. For the magic quest, I might go try and work on one of these. This primal charm thing that I need to build, I think I can make that. And then for the store, I just need to do this industrious one, which I believe just needs 64 pollen, which, as we know, I have got. So let's do that. Let's do this. Let's manual submit, claim that reward. Okay, let's throw all you guys into here. I'll throw these Tesseracts in as well. Throw the Cryostabilize in there as well. Throw the Hell Emulation. Throw the Industrious Drone, Ender Pearl, Gunpowder. Oh, this is all from when I had to fight those monsters when I was trying to build in the last episode. It was so silly. All right, let me go quickly look at the drawers. Yeah, they're starting to fill up, but they're not fully full, so that's nice. They got some upgrades. Okay, let's go look at the other side because I added a row back here as well. All right, so this whole backside is completely full. Oh no, there's one empty drawer. So we're doing okay. I could still probably add some more again, but we're doing okay. So that's good. Storage is fine. Now, let's look at these coal grains. How many of these coal grains did I get now? We're at 49 of these coal grains, and I could probably, if I wanted to, I could probably set up something to grind a bunch of coal to turn it into powdered coal as well. Because that's what we need, right? We need an induction smelter, which, don't we have some induction smelters around? You're an induction smelter. So let me grab some iron. Okay, let's grab a stack of iron. And let's grab all these coal grains. And let's grab a stack of coal. Let me find a grinder. Grinder. I know I have some grinders around. I think they're all being used. Right. You are a furnace. You are a pulverizer. That's what I want. I mean, a pulverizer, not a grinder. Okay, so I'm going to just pop you guys in here for now. And so you should just get pumped out just fine. And so now as I wait for that to process through, what I should find is, yes, some pulverized coal. So we'll let that roll for a little bit. So what are the other quests? Oh, you know what we'll do? While we're letting that process. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, because we're going to go elsewhere, let me clear this. Let's make these. Thank you. Let's grab as many of these as we can. Coal. Thank you. And we'll come back in a little... Oh. Did I grab the wrong thing? Coal. Thank you. Okay. And we're going to just use one of these really quickly. Let's drop the iron in there. Let's drop the pulverized coal in there. Is that working? All right, that's working. So we're going to let that guy run. And we're going to go head over to our magical center and see if we can't build this thing. I'm not positive. I looked at the recipe for it, so it's something that I think I should be able to do, but will I? I don't know. I really don't know. Now, how are we doing on shards? Shards. 49, 73, 40. Okay, there's one type of shard that I don't have, and that's the one that I'm going to need in addition to the rest of these. So that'll be something I need to figure out. How are we actually going to get that thing? So, let's see, shards. It's this guy, recipe for a balanced shard. You throw an air shard into... Oh, okay, I see. You take a little bit of aspects of everything else, and that gives you those shards. How many of each do I need? What's the thing that I need? Some magic. Open. This guy, the primal charm. I need 2 gold ingots, a bunch of shards, and a bunch of the different aspects, which I think I can get just through popping some nodes and doing a couple of other things. So I need 1 of every shard. So I just need 1 balanced shard. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can make that work. Do I even have a crucible set up over here? I don't think I do. How are we doing on our aspects right now? Not great, not great. I need some more aspects. So maybe I will have to wait on doing this one. I thought that these crystal clusters, someone told me that these are supposed to charge things, but I don't think they did. And I think that if I pop any more of the nodes that the node Najars that we have, I might put myself in a little bit of danger. But we do have some that, well, you know, I mean, they have a ton of aspects. Crucible. I'm surprised I don't have one. It seems to me like the kind of thing that they would have given me at one point, or I would have built at one point for a quest. Maybe I skipped past it all? Let me check in here again. Because I can make one. I think you make a regular crucible and you touch it with a wand. And then you want to put a heat source underneath it. All right. Well, let's go for a crucible then. So, recipe for a Thaumcraft crucible doesn't tell me. All right. Where's my Thaumanamicon? Not in there. Okay. Thaumanomicon. There we go. So, Thaumanomicon. If I come into here, alchemy. Okay, how does this work? Basic alchemy. Can empty a crucible. Okay, so I need to right-click a cauldron. That's what they're called. I was like, what are those things called? Cauldron. Which I think you just make with regular iron and stuff, right? So, let us... Okay, I can do that. No problem. Got a thing right there. So if I grab some iron... Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I am curious. Let me just check really quickly on the steel. How's it going? 13 steel so far. And how are we doing on coal? 54 of those suckers. All right. Is that really all the iron I have? Have I been using that much of it? Oh, no, we have tons of nuggets that just aren't turned into things. I was like, that's got to be ridiculous. I was going to say, I didn't think I was using that much. Okay, so you, and I go like this, and I take you, and I place you on the ground, and then I do this, right? And now it's a cauldron. Can I pick it up like that? Is it still a cauldron? A crucible, rather? It is. Okay, so let me grab then a little bit of stone. We'll take regular stone. Fancy stone. And because I think I need to do one of these situations where... And by the way, I am planning on building a structure for magic, as I have with several other components. But for right now, that's not what I'm doing. Okay, and do I have my wrench? I do. Thank you. Because I can use you like a bucket, can't I? Okay. Nope. Come on. Thought I could right-click. Nope. I thought I could use you like a bucket. That's fine. Let's grab a couple more iron. Because I've got buckets for everything. Okay, bucket. And gonna grab you and go like this. Okay, and then I'm gonna really quickly fly back this way. So that... oh, come on. For a couple of reasons. First, I want to put more stuff in there to become steel. Now that we've got a good amount of that coal pulverized up. And then if I go grab some iron nuggets, and let's just quickly do this. And let's make... yeah, I was going to say, make a couple stacks. Can I? Shift click, shift click, shift click. It takes a little time to process that, but works better just that way. Okay, so now I've got a couple more of those. Let us move on to what we were doing before. All right, same deal, same deal. Okay, put these guys back. And I need another bucket, I just realized. so I can bring some water over if I don't already have some, just in case, so we can create ourselves a nice infinite water source over there as well. So grab you, and let us fly back to the magic land and see if I can't make this work. Again, I'm terrible when it comes to the Thaumcraft stuff, so I'm not super confident in what I'm doing here, but it is something. It is something. So next to the lava, let's just go ahead and make ourselves an infinite lava source, or an infinite water source, just like this. Small footprint water source, just like that. Okay, and where's that torch? Make sure to put it back, just in case, because if we have 7, yeah, there are a couple spots over there. Now it's fine. Okay, so I got water, got that. Let me place down a block here so that I can place down the crucible there. Let's pull this apart. Now I think I need to take some water. Oh, wrong part. Give it right there. Okay, we got water. Let that heat up. I think I have to wait for that to heat up, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so now that's heated up. So now what I have to do is I have to figure out how to get some different shards and whatnot into there. First things first, I should probably take some of these things and get them processing through these systems. So let's grab a bunch of these water shards, or not shards, water combs, because we know that those ones are the only ways that we can really get the stuff to make the water shards. But then these propolises, I should also be able to use as well, right? Which is why we didn't get a lot of the watery ones, but we do have some of each other kind. So I'm going to just put a stack of these through, of each kind at least, just so that we're rebuilding a little bit of these resources while we're using them. And let's grab some of these while we got them. All right, yeah, so there's a bunch of the flowing propolis now that just got processed through, so that's cool. And I'm probably going to have to use a bunch of these just to, like, take all the magic out of them, which means I'm going to be wasting a ton. I'll probably cause, like, a whole bunch of taint to occur and, like, open up a portal to hell because I'm being so careless. But, YOLO. So let's go. We're going to do air shard will be our major one. So if I've been paying attention, what I think I can do is one of those. Come on. One of those. And one of those. Got a balance shard. Perfect. Okay, so then what I need to do is I need my wand charged. It's at 110% something or another. Ooh, am I not going to be able to hold enough? That's something that might be an issue. Let's go ahead and get this thing set up. So the actual recipe for, what is it called again? The primal charm. Air, fire, water, earth, light, dark is what I'll say. Air, fire, water, earth, light, dark. Air, fire, water, earth, light, dark, balanced shard, and I need 2 gold ingots. So let's grab gold, okay, just like that. And let us go a little like that and a little like that. Okay. And I now just need the different aspects, right? So if I put my wand down, it's going to tell me how much of that I need. Insufficient vis, right? Okay, so can I, if I were to say take, so which one has a lot of everything? This one has a little bit of everything. Okay, so if I were to pop this down, right? And, nope. I thought if I busted it, that opened it up. Node in a jar. Oh, wait. Hungry node. No, thank you. Glad that didn't end up working out. Normal pale. Normal, right? Okay. So if I take this jar. Now, if I just use my fist. No, okay, that just picks it up. So how did I break it before? What if I put it here? Did I do it like this? No? So if I put it down, and then if I use my wand, maybe? Oh, yep, there it is. So I'm looking at my vis up in the upper area. Okay, and as you can see, I'm increasing several of the different types. I have lots of the red, the yellow, and the white. And I'm okay draining this sucker all the way, which I think I might have just done. I think, if I'm not mistaken, people made it sound like if I break this thing, the node should be there and it should be able to recharge. So I'm going to let it sit there and not worry about it too much. And let us check these other things. There's air. This one has a little bit of everything, but that's the hungry node. Perdicio, Terra, air, aqua, air, Perdicio, air, Famies, and Ignis. I need more Ignis, but I don't have any nodes with that in it that I know of. Unless I left some back here. No. But did I get a bunch from that one? I did get a bunch from that one. So I mostly need order, Terra, or I mean entropy, Terra, and something else. So Terra is one right there. And all right, so maybe let's do this one. Okay. Let's just kind of pull one of these. Okay, how's that doing? All right, it's definitely boosted my Terra. Oh, and my air, as I can see, my air is like full. All right. So then, how am I doing on my different V's? Insufficient V's. All right, I'm at 25, 25, 15, 11, 19.4, and 7.4. So I actually, with this wand, I won't even be able to build this thing. So I'm going to have to build the other wand before I can build this. So that's great. Let's place this guy here. And I am going to... Let's see. So this guy, it probably won't recharge if it's like that, from what I understand. So I'm going to take both of these apart. These stabilizers, okay? And I'm going to let them be. And I have to go real quick because we got to go do ourselves a group recording. So this episode will pick back up for y'all instantly. But for me, I got to take a quick break. See y'all on the other side. Bye. All right, y'all, I am back, and I pulled out the Thumb-Numma viewer thingy. What is this thing called? The thermometer. And I realized, like, oh yeah, I could search these things. So I'm able to get a bunch of the research points, at least, this way. And I noticed when I logged back in that these nodes that I had left, they seem to be... throwing some energy into my wand as well and recharging and whatnot. So I think if I just leave them there, they should be fine. I'm sure y'all will let me know down in the comments below, which is fine. I will appreciate your assistance. But yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to build this thing with just this wand because I don't think it's able to hold enough V's. Come on, give me my thing back. Oh, give me my thing. There. I don't think it's able to hold enough V's anyways because it needs 27 of each once you have the wand in there. And we only have, or yeah, it needs 30 now for some reason. 120% average V's cost is what it says. And so we're not going to be able to do that this way, I don't think, right? If I click that, it says insufficient V's. So we'll have to build the other wand, which is one of the quests. And I've actually looked into it a little bit. And I think the issue that we're going to be running into is I think there's another bee that I'm going to need to utilize. Because if we look, if we look at the Thaumium Bossed Silverwood Wand. So obviously if I right-click this and I try and figure out what the recipe is, it doesn't tell me. And then I come over here and I grab the Thaumonomicon. And we can kind of go, let's see, where is... I know I looked at it before. I don't remember which one it's in. Artifice? No. Maybe it's just under basic. Well, wherever it is, regardless, what I have to build is I have to build some different caps for the wand. Aha, here we go. Basic wand craft, Greatwood wand core, something, something, something. So I have to go through this whole process of building the different wands. And what you need to build are the different caps. And I think that the caps that I need for the that fancy one are like, there's something crazy. They're, let's see, cap. It's some kind of like void something, these kinds of things. Inert thaumium or charged void metal. It's either thaumium or void metal. I think, so it says thaumium bossed silverwood wand. I mean, that obviously has enough capacity for what we're looking for, but I'm not sure. If it's thaumium bossed, then that means I probably need a thaumium cap and then a silverwood wand core. So if I look into thaumium, how do I get thaumium? Thaumium nuggets recipes. Okay, just shows it like that. Thaumium ingots. It has something to do with Thaumcraft, apparently, and not bees, sadly. So I will have to look into that. I still haven't looked much more into Thaumcraft. I've just been focusing on other things. Oh, and as you can see, that's a bad thing. We've got some overflow here, which is exactly what I was worried about. Just do that. I know, do that, and then I'm just going to pick this up. All right? If it's not in the world, it can't be doing horrible things. Now, so I'm going to have to look into that, basically, because I don't know how to do it at the moment. And, you know, honestly, I really don't care that much about Thaumcraft. I really just don't. I'm just not that interested. Jasmine sent me a bunch of links and stuff, and I've been looking into it a little bit, but it just, to me, it's just like so, but it will be done. It will be done. So, where does that leave us? Well, we're already way deep into this episode as far as time is concerned, but let's go ahead and finish off a couple of things, right? So, we wanted to build these things for the train-related stuff. So, let me go to the machinery. Let's open this guy up. We need our first train, our steam locomotive. We need 4 high-pressure boilers and 2 solid fuel boilers. So, that's just bricks, fire charge, and furnace. How to make a fire charge? Oh, yeah, we can totally make those. And then for the high-pressure boilers, those need steel plates, which are 4 steel ingots each. So I need to make, in a rolling machine. Shoot. Rolling machine. I know I've made one of these before. Recipe is a bunch of pistons, some iron, and some crafting tables. So I believe last time we made, yep. Okay, so we need pistons, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need a crafting table, so let's craft up one of those real quick. And then I'm going to need some iron bars. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. And then we'll grab that crafting table, and huzzah, we got ourselves a rolling machine, no problem. Oh my gosh, computers are the best thing in the world. I don't know if it needs power. I don't think it does, actually, but just in case. Oh, well, yep, it's hooked up. So I just need to put a bunch of steel in there. So let's do that. Steel, nope. Oh, that's right, the T thing. Click, 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 click. Steel. Yeah, let's take all those 40 ingots. That'll give us 10, which I don't think will be enough, but maybe, nope, not you. You. I don't know if it'll be enough. It might be. So we want to make, oh yeah, that should be enough. Yeah, that'll be plenty. Because we need 4 of the high-pressure boilers, and 1 set of these makes the high-pressure boilers, so we actually only need a handful of these left. Okay, and then I'll just take away this and this. Okay, and just like that. That's all we need. Because there's 8. Make your last one, please. Come on. Click to craft. Ah, it stopped for some reason, I guess because it was in between. So that'll give us our 16. All right. And we'll take you and you and you and you. Okay. And let us go into here, close this out. Just like that. Is that? Wait a minute. Let me check this again. 2 steel plates. Aha. All right, so it was only 2, so even less. I needed even less. Great. Steel plates, just like this. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. Put those in there. All right, and then what was next? I need 2 solid fuel boilers, so let's get some bricks. Do I have any bricks already made in here? We do. And then I need to make a fire charge, which was coal and gunpowder and blaze powder, right? Something like that. Okay, and then let's just make a stack of those. Okay, that should have, yep, there we go. Close that out. And what was the last thing that thing needed? Recipe is furnaces. So I need to make 2 furnaces. Nope. Stone. Cobblestone. Let's make 1, 2. Throw that in there. All right. So now I want furnace. Clear that out. I want fire. And I want bricks, which I think it was just all around, right? Yep, there we go. So we need 1, 2 of those. And what else? I think it was iron bars and 2 mine carts. Okay, so let's go for iron, which iron bars, hold on. Is it something like this? There we go. Put those in there. And then we needed mine carts, which I think is just like that, right? Yeah, so we need 1, 2. And then I also need to make another one. And I need to make one with a chest in it. So chest. Nope. So wood. Do. Grab that. Okay, and then cart. I think it just goes like this, right? And then chest. Boop. Okay, so we need that, and then we need to build the actual train thing. So we want the high pressure things. Doodly-doodly-doot. We want the, what were they called? Furnace something? No. The, solid fuel boiler box. So solid. Okay, then we want the iron bars. And then lastly, we want our carts. 2 of those. Boop. And there we go. We got ourselves a steam locomotive. Cool. So let's do our quest. Claim reward. Oh, inventory full? Inventory's full. Throw these away. Don't need them right now. Throw you away, 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 throw you away. And claim. Cool. And now we've got these carts. Wow, they gave us a ton just for doing that. And let's look at the quest book. This one's all complete. We completed the machinery. We're almost done. It is just kill the wither and finish the magic quests. Wow. That's so crazy. Like, just seeing it in that, like, in that way, that's amazing. Like, last thing I want to do, I just want to see what happens when we take some coal and put it into this train right here. So we've got actually, you know what? There's a nice amount of space. Oh, you know what we could do? I'm going to set up a quick little trade inside the pig pen. Or not the pig pen, inside the beehive. All right, let's go like this. Oh, I can't put these down? Why can't I put these down? Oh, well, let me put them down. It will not get placed on top of this. Do I have to put it on something special? Or does that have to be just on like stone or something? Okay, it won't let me put it on the glowstone for some reason. So let's just go like this. Doot, 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 doot. Do they just do corners like this? Okay, they do. Okay, and like that. Oh, so a booster doesn't want to go on a corner. Okay, that's fine. Now I know, and knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Okay, reinforced booster track. Give me that. Go like that. Okay, so if I go like this, and then if we put a little redstone. Do I have any redstone torches? I do not. Do I have any switches or levers or buttons? No, I do not. Okay, redstone. Close. Redstone. Boop. And then I want a stick. Boop. Give me that. Okay. Back we go. Because I honestly know nothing about these, so I'm just playing around with them for a second while we got it. Because why the heck not? Okay, so then I assume I put down the steam train. We'll start it over here. That is so cute, though. Look at it. Okay, so that's the direction it moves. It moves this way, or does it move this way? Yeah, it moves that way. That's what I thought. Okay, so then let me attach these guys to it. Right? Is that how that works? Are they connected like that? If I right-click you, what if I put some coal inside of you? Okay. Anything? Nothing? Nothing? Oh, it's heating up. Is it heating up? No, it says 20 degrees Celsius. Does it need... Oh, there we go. That just loads it in. Oh, it needs water. Aha! It needs water. Do I have any... I have my buckets on me. All right, let's get some water. So then I guess I probably need to set up a station if we're going to have it. I need to set up a station that will refill it with water, maybe? Some kind of liquid injection system so that it can be constantly reloaded. Maybe? Okay. Give it some more water. Now what? If I go like this? Anything? Don't know. I don't know. Water, steam... Doesn't seem to be getting up to heat, so maybe it's something that I'm gonna have to look into this because it doesn't tell me nothing about it. Let me look at the quest real fast. No, it's under machinery. Open. Now that you have rails, you need a train. Just build one and I'll give you the rest. Okay. Okay, well, I guess there's something I'm missing here. Running, I can't click. Oh, I can. It wasn't letting me click it before. Ah, now it's heating up. Okay, cool. So then let me grab you and you. Oh, gosh darn it. Okay, do like this. How do I attach you guys together? That's all I really care about. Click. Click. I don't think those are connected. I don't think it's connected. You going? Are you going yet? I just want to see it move. You going? Are you going, buddy? Chugga chugga choo choo. Let's get that heat up. Let's get that heat up. Come on. Come. Oh, oh! Oh, that goes fast. Oh, that goes fast. Oh, oh no. Oh, oh, he's pushing me. He's pushing me. Guys, he's pushing me. I'm sorry. Shut it down. Shut it down. Okay, okay. Well, my goodness. I'm gonna have to figure out how to hook all these things up together. Those are pretty cool, though. I'd like to build, you know, a train that maybe like kind of does a little tour around the place. Like I said, you know, I would love for the finale of Be Happy, which will probably be happening some point in the not too distant future. We still have a ton of stuff to do, right? We still got to build the flying bee. We still got to finish the spa. Still got to get all the different hives inside of the Ultra Hive. Got to get that guy over there set up. Got to build a castle for Porktonius. Got to build a secret underground lair for Pigby. But as far as the quests go, dude, we're almost done. It's Thaumcraft that I got to look into, and it's fighting the Wither. And the Wither fighting thing is just, you know, when do I feel like fighting it? And so I feel like that also might be something to do for the finale. Maybe involve some other people in that if I can get this working for multiplayer, which is a big maybe. So don't entirely bank on there actually being people here. But, you know, it's a hope. It's a dream. Make your dreams come true, people. All right, y'all. Well, with all that, thank you all for watching. If you like your style, please be sure to give this video a like, a favorite, and subscribe to the channel. Enter into the giant super hive and see its glory and wonder. And with that, my name has been Bryce, and I will see y'all next time.